Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time, you're welcome. So in today's tutorial, we'll be making I don't know what name to give it yet, but maybe once I finish it, I'm going to give it a name. But this is um, a mesh pattern and puff stitch. You can see the puff stitch, and it makes it look like a flower top, kinda. So I just came up with this. I was reading through my crochet book, and I saw this puff stitch, and I felt okay. Then we can actually mix it together. So I gave it a try, and it came out fine. So I've made the first panel, and I'll be doing the second panel. So for this pattern, you can check my previous video. I explained a thorough way to do this pattern itself. But okay, the sketch I have in mind, so you can see it will be like a strap top, kind of. You can see the straps there. Then you can actually wear it on your shirt, or you can turn it to a top itself with sleeve and all of that. But what I want to do is just the front panel and the back panel. Then I join it together then with a tiny rope to tie. So you can rock it on a shirt, you can wear it on a top with the jeans and like that. So let's get straight into the tutorial. So my bust is 36 inches. You can see right there. And like my depth, the depth from my shoulder to my chest is like about 8 inches. You can see about 8 inches. So So I wrote chest depth, that's 8 inches, and the total length of this top, like when you are making a top, like um your measurement from your shoulder to maybe your belly button right here, maybe your belly button right here. Mine is 18 inches, so I subtracted um the chest depth, like the length from my shoulder to my bust area from my total top length, and it will remain about 10 inches. So the total length of this I made like about 10 inches. I'm going to measure it and show it to you. So basically the measurement you need is just your bust, you like your chest measurement, your bust measurement, and that's all. So let's get straight into it. My materials, I'll be making use of these three colors actually. So the three colors gave me this beautiful color, right? And this is an acrylic yarn, and the weight of this is about 40 grams. You can see it's very thin. So I decided to use the three strands together because I wanted it to have like this solid feel, not just light. I wanted to have this solid feel. So once you put it on, it's going to just stay on your body. So right now I'm going to measure this one here. So if I measure from the top, you can see I have about 10 and a half, which is still good. Yes, because I explained earlier that my chest depth, like from my shoulder to my bust area, like around 8 inches, minus my total length, like measuring from my shoulder to my belly button is around 18 inches. So if I subtract that from it, I should have 10 inches. So I don't know if that explanation is clear, but I'll try. Okay, so now the front panel is done, and I'm going to go ahead to do the second panel, right? To be chaining, um, I'm going to be making a chain approximately to like half of my chest, because initially my chest is 36 and half of 36 is 18 inches. And this pattern is actually in multiples of 10. So any chains you're making should be in multiples of 10, right? So I made a total chain of 50 since I'm working in multiples of 10. And if I should measure this, I should have about maybe 18. And if I'm measuring this right here, um, okay, so you can see without stretch, I have about 15. And once I give it a stretch like this, you can see I'm up to 18. So once I give it a stretch, it will get me to 18 right there. So since this pattern is in multiples of 10, I have my 50. I'm going to be adding 6 to 50. So that makes it 56. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you can see, and I'll be putting a double crochet into the 6th chain from the hook. So once I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and into that 6th chain, I'm going to be putting a double crochet. So right here, I'll be putting my double crochet right there, and I'm going to chain 1 and into the next. I'm going to skip the next chain space, and into the next I'll be putting another double crochet. So you can see, chain 1 and skip the next, into the next one, insert a double crochet. So I'll be doing this all the way to the end, and I'll meet you right back at this end of round 1, which I did a double crochet, chain 1, skip the next chain, double crochet, chain 1. So right now I'm going to round 2, and for round 2 I'm going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'm going to flip my work to the other side. So I won't be making any double crochet into this space. I'm going to skip this one, and I will be putting a double crochet on top of this double crochet. And this chain 4 stands as chain 3 plus 1, right? So it stands as double crochet, chain 1. So right on top of this double crochet, I'll be making another double crochet. So you can see, and there I have it. I'm going to chain 1 and double crochet into the next double crochet. So double crochet into the next, and I'm going to do this all the way to the end for row 2. So I'll meet you back at the end of row to the end of round 2, and into the second chain here I'll be making a double crochet. You can see this is 1, so into the second one here, this is 1 and this is 2, I'll be putting a double crochet. So you can see, for round 3 I'll make a chain 4, 3, and 4, and I flip my work to the other side, and I'll be putting a double crochet on top of this double crochet. Don't forget to chain 1 and a double crochet on top of the next double crochet. So now I'm going to be doing the puff stitch, and I'm doing a 3 loop puff stitch, right? So to do that, I'll be chaining 3. So I'm going to add 2 more chains to this chain, 1, 2, and 3. So into the next double crochet, I'll be doing the puff stitch. So yarn over, insert, then pull through. You can see, pull through, yarn over again. We have the second one, yarn over, insert, and we have the third one. So what I'm going to do now is to pull through all the loops on the hook, leaving this last one. So yarn over and pull through, so you can see. And I'm not going to pull through this last one. So to do the next one, I'm going to skip the next double crochet, and into this next one I'll be doing 3 loop double crochet. So yarn over, insert, right? So pull through, yarn over again, the second one, and yarn over again, and the third one. And I'm going to be pulling through all of those loops. So yarn over and pull through. So you can see I have 3 loops left on my hook, and I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 3. You can see, and I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and into the next double crochet I'll be putting a double crochet. So 1, chain 1, and into the next 4 double crochet I'll be putting a double crochet, right? So right now I've made 5 double crochet into the next 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll be doing the next puff stitch now. So I'm going to chain 3, 2, and 3, and into the next double crochet I'll be doing the puff stitch. So yarn over, and on top of it, insert, pull through. We have 1, and we have 2, and we have 3, right? So I'll be pulling through those loops on the hook. So I have that, making sure I'm leaving 2 loops on the hook, and into the next I'll be making another puff stitch. So yarn over, 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to pull through all. So I have 3 loops left on the hook. I'm going to yarn over and pull through the 3 loops. So I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and into the next double crochet I'm going to do a double crochet. So I'll make 4 more double crochet on top of all those double crochet. So I'm going to do another one. So you can decide to place the puff stitch anywhere. I try to have like about I think 4 on a row. So you can decide to make 5 on a row, 6 on a row. So all you have to do is just to adjust your mesh. So now I've come to the end of the 5th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to chain 3. I made a chain 1 already. 2 and 3. And into the next double crochet we'll be making our puff. So 1, 2, and 3. Then pull through all the loops, right? Leaving 2 loops on the hook. You can see. And over and into the next, make another 1, 2, and 3. Pull through, leaving 3 loops on the hook, right? And pull through all 3. Chain 3, 2, and 3. And into the next double crochet, make a double crochet, chain 1, right? Next one, make a double crochet, chain 1, and into the next one we'll be inserting another double crochet, right? So I'm making my last puff here. So I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and right here I'll be doing another puff. I have 1, I have 2, and I have 3. So I'm going to pull through all the loops, right? Leaving 2 loops on the hook, and into the next I'm going to be putting another puff. So 2 and 3, okay? So pull through the old loops, leaving 3 loops on the hook, then over and pull through all, make a chain 3 and make a double crochet, chain 1 and double crochet, chain 1. And remember we made a chain 4 earlier as a turning, so 1, 2, and 3, and into the 3rd chain you're going to insert a double crochet. So I made a double crochet into the 3rd chain, and I'm going to chain 4 and flip my work. So for round 4 we'll be completing the puff. You can see we have it halfway there. So I'm just going to do the regular double crochet on top of this one, chain 1 and chain 1. So to complete this, instead of having a chain 1 on top of this double crochet, I'm going to make a chain 2. After this double crochet you make a chain 2, and right into the middle of this puff here I'll be doing a complete puff. So yarn over and into the middle right there, and over, pull through, and over, pull through 2 and 3, and I'm going to yarn over and pull through all the loops including this one. So I'm going to pull through it and I'm going to secure this. So you can see that is completed. And I'm going to make a chain 3, 5, and into the same hole I'll be putting another puff. So yarn over and insert, pull up, that's 1, and this is 2, and this is 3. So I'm going to be pulling through all the loops to make it a complete set. So pull through this last one too, you can see, and I'm going to tie this off. Right, I have it there. So you can see it is complete now. Then I'm going to chain 2 and into the next double crochet I'll make a double crochet, chain 1, and I'm going to do that until I get to the next puff. So right now I'm at the next puff and I'm going to chain 2 and into the middle of this puff here I'll be doing a complete puff stitch. So 2 and 3, and I'm going to be pulling through all the loops. Right, and tie this off and chain 3, and into that same space I'm going to do another puff. I'm going to chain 2 after that, and into the next double crochet I'll make a double crochet, chain 1, and I'll do a double crochet till I get to the next puff. And so I'm at the next puff and I'm going to chain 2 and do a complete puff right into the space. Chain 3 and another complete into the same space. So this pattern is actually very easy. Once you get the hang of it, it's very easy to do. I'll make a double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1 and into the next, onto the next puff. And right here and do a complete puff into the middle. So I'm at the end and into the third into the third chain, sorry, I'll be making my last double crochet. So 1, 2 and 3, and I'll be inserting my last double crochet. So you can see it's complete. So we're going to round 5 now. Three and 4. Turn your work. And into the next double crochet, make a double crochet. So right now we've got into the space. So my next double crochet will be on top of this puff right here. I'll be inserting a double crochet right into this space. Chain 1, and in the middle of those chain 3, find the middle stitch and you'll put your next double crochet there. You make your next double crochet, chain 1, and on top of the next puff right here, you'll put your next double crochet. On top of this puff here, you'll put your next double crochet, chain 1, and into the next double crochet, make a double crochet. Right, chain 1, and you do that all the way for round 5. So once you get here, you make a double crochet on inside this puff here. Then into the middle stitch of the chain 3, you make a double crochet, and into the top of this, you make a double crochet. So that's what we'll be doing for round 5, and I'll meet you back at the end of round 5. So for round 6, chain 4 and flip your work, and I'll be putting 1 double crochet on top of everything. 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, chain 1. That's what we'll be doing for the end, for the total of round 6. So it's just like repeating round 1 and 2 into round 5 and 6. And so once I'm done with round 6, I'll meet you back at the end of round 6, then we'll do round 7. So right now I've come to the end of round 6, right? So for round 7, you'll be repeating round 3, and for round 8, you'll be repeating round 4, right? Then you are going to make 2 rows of mesh, then you'll repeat round 2, round 3, and round 4 again. So the total rows I made for the front panel is 17 rows. So you can see, and you will end the row with a mesh on top of the puff. So I'll meet you back at the end of round 17. So right now I have the front panel and the back panel. So I'm going to do is just to sew it together this way and sew this other side together. So I have my needle threaded into this already. Then I will be sewing this, touching them this way. So I've secured the end already, and I'm going to be sewing into each of the holes like this. So I'll be making 2 like this, 1 here and 1 into the double crochet.
So I'll be doing this all the way for round for this sewing. So this is basically what I'll be doing. I'll be attaching the double crochet into the double crochet, and I'll be going like this. So right now I'm going to be making the rope. So right now I'm going to be attaching the straps to it, and to do that, I'll just after this three double crochet here on top of the fourth stitch, I'm going to just count 1 2, and on top of this double crochet here, this one, before we get to the next puff, I'm going to attach my yarn, and you can make a chain as long as you want. So once I'm done with this, I'm going to come back and show you how long my strap is. So I'll be making a strap here, and for this other side too, I'll attach the strap to this place. Then I'll do likewise for the back, for the two back here too, and I'm going to be showing you once this is complete. Right now I am done, and I made a total of 50 chains each for the strap, and you can see. And we have it this way. You can rock this on a shirt or anyhow you want to rock it. So if you try this pattern and you see that it's actually very fine, you can share your work with me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is crochet_by_Jenny. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content. See you soon and bye.